Bob Myers needs a nickname, and I think I got the perfect one for him. From this day forth, we should call him Nick Fury, because the man just assembled an Avengers squad that could probably beat Thanos. And when I say Thanos, I just mean LeBron James. The 2022 Warriors are stacked to the rim, and if they can stay healthy, they'll be the best team in the Pacific Division, they'll be the best team in the Western Conference. Man, if they can stay healthy, they'll be the #1 team in the league. And with that being said, the Larry O'Brien Trophy is going to be back in the Bay Area. Anyway, back to business. Let's look at who Nick Fury just acquired in free agency. Starting with number 1, Otto Porter Jr.
Makes the defense collapse.
Otto Porter Jr. with a steal. Pull up from the elbow.
They have here in the first half.
Also out rebounding the Bulls, 22-14. Probing, bank shot.
First off, check this out. We got the descendant of Wilt Chamberlain, the man who scored 100 points by himself. All jokes aside, let's take a look at Otto Porter a little closer. The man was the 3rd overall pick in 2013. Porter Jr. stands 6'8" in height and weighs 200 pounds. And he's only 28 years old, so he's in the middle of his athletic prime. Overall in his career, he shoots from the field at 48%, he shoots the 3-ball at 40%, and his accuracy from the free throw line is about 79%. However, in the last few years, he's been riddled with injuries, but if he can stay healthy for the Warriors, he is a complete steal and should cement the Warriors with one of the best benches in the entire league. When healthy, Otto Porter can be a legit scorer for the Warriors, capable of averaging 10 to 15 points per game coming off the bench, while grabbing about 5 rebounds along the way.
Kobe off the catch. Missed the 3. Second chance.
And
Otto
one.
Porter.
Porter Jr. is capable of going off in games. In February of 2019, he went off for 37 points against the Memphis Grizzlies, and in November of 2018, he went off for 29 points against the New Orleans Pelicans. The crazy thing about this whole Otto Porter acquisition is that he declined a mid-level exception from another team in order to win with the Warriors and signed to Golden State at the veterans minimum. Now, let's take a look at what some Warriors fans around the world are saying about this Otto Porter acquisition. Number 1, can shoot and rebound, and has the length to be a good team defender. I like it a lot. Number 2, low risk, high reward pickup. Stay healthy, OPJ. Number 3, extremely surprised we got him. Bob Myers back from the dead. Next off, the Warriors also signed another big man who can shoot. I'm talking about Nemanja Bjelica.
Digits here for the first time in a while. Bjelica with a sweet spin move and count it.
By Okafor. Long gun by
Nemanja stands 6'10" in height, weighs 235 pounds, and can shoot the ball with confidence from deep. When he last played a full season for a team, which was the Sacramento Kings in 2020, Nemanja averaged 11.5 points per game and grabbed 6.4 rebounds on 48% shooting from the field, 42% from three-point range, and 82% at the free throw line. He's currently 33 years old and already has a decorated resume in Europe with a EuroLeague MVP and a host of other awards. There have only been 10 players in the history of the NBA who stand 6'10" or taller, who have shot 41.9% or better from three-point range while attempting over 300 shots, and Nemanja is one of them.
Add to the stash. Here's Belly wide open for the long 3. He drains it.
In Nemanja's 7 playoff game appearances, he's averaged 6 points and 3 rebounds per game on shooting efficiencies of 44% from the field, 53% from three-point range, and 69% at the free throw line, all while playing only 11 minutes per game. Man, I don't know about you, but I love that type of efficiency, and Steve Kerr will definitely love it too. I can easily see Nemanja coming off the bench for the Warriors and shooting about 40% from distance, while giving the Warriors bench an additional scorer who can shoot reliably and consistently. And just like Otto Porter Jr., the crazy thing is that this dude signed on a veterans minimum contract. Now let's take a look at what Warriors fans around the world are saying about Nemanja. Number 1, this is an awesome find. He shoots, defends, and has good passing. Love it. Dubs finally adding depth to their bench. Number 2, wow, this is really dope. This is exactly the vet Bob Myers was talking about. A big guy that can shoot and pass. A high IQ type of player. Excellent job, Myers. Number 3. We get 2 bigger guys that can launch from downtown, play D, hard clean passes, and work in man style. These 2 players have been on bottom barrel teams. Watch what they'll do on a team led by the Splash Brothers in green. Looks like the verdict is in. Nick Fury really did a good job. In 2021, whenever Curry went to the bench, the offense literally stopped. And when I say stopped, that is not a metaphor at all. The offense dried, and Steve Kerr started dripping sweat off the top of his head. But now, however, look who you got. Juan Toscano-Anderson will shoot efficiently at about 50% from the field and 40% from three-point range. Jordan Poole is a potential 6th man of the year who will likely average 15 points per game on efficient shooting percentages. Kevon Looney always does a solid job and was part of the best 3-man rotations for the Warriors in 2021. Otto Porter Jr., who when healthy is a legit starter, capable of averaging 15 points per game on shooting splits of 50, 40, and 80. And Nemanja, a big man who can stretch the floor, is capable of close to 10 points per game while shooting over 40% from distance. That is just insane. And the crazy thing is, I haven't even mentioned the 2 new rookie acquisitions in Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody yet. I haven't even mentioned the fact that the Warriors still have their mid-level exception that they can use. Perhaps Andre Iguodala, the 2015 Warriors Finals MVP, will come back to the Bay Area and help out in capturing that 2022 title. Anyway, this Warriors bench, if healthy, is definitely better than some starting 5s in the league. I mean, I'd definitely put my bets with the Warriors bench, beating that starting 5 of the Houston Rockets team that closed out the 2021 season. Anyway, moving on. The Warriors' biggest liability in 2021 was offense, and it seems like that's all fixed now. With a healthy Klay, an improved Wiseman, a focused Wiggins, and with Draymond dedicating more time to his shooting skills, the Warriors have already boosting their scoring ability. But now, with these 2 veteran acquisitions, I'm going to say it now, the 2022 Warriors will be a top 3 defensive team and a top 3 offensive team. And although everyone's just talking about the Nets and the Lakers, the Warriors are going to be a huge problem for other super teams in the league. The way I see it, the Nets are going to be an offensive juggernaut, but with defensive issues. The Lakers, on the other hand, are going to be a defensive juggernaut, but with a bit of offensive issues. The Warriors, on the other hand, are going to have the best of both worlds. Oh, and on another note, have you heard yet? Rumors during the 2021 All-Star Game suggested LeBron was trying to recruit Steph over to Los Angeles, but the chef had other plans and just signed a 4-year, $200 million max extension with Golden State. Draymond Green was first to spill the news on Instagram at 4:30 a.m. in Shibuya, Tokyo. Talk about excitement. This 4-year contract is going to have Steph Curry playing in a Warriors uniform until he's 38 years old. And it would have been a 5-year contract, if not for the over 38 rule that the NBA has. But anyway, sweet news, my friends, sweet news. What'll make everything even sweeter, though, is if the Warriors' 2 picks develop a lot quicker than any of us expected. What if Kuminga makes a leap that no one expects and becomes an excellent 3-and-D player? What if Moses Moody becomes a knockdown shooter immediately, like Tyrese Halliburton? If you ever wondered about these 2 players and how they'll develop and help the Warriors, then I got just the video for you, right over here. I looked into exactly what type of players these 2 can be. So if you want to know how they'll contribute to the 2022 Warriors squad, then click this video, guys. Watch it, and like always, I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for watching. Peace.